Hello everybody and welcome to our first BCC PADEL podcast. I'm sitting here with Aubrey, our rackets chairman, and I'm Sue Tiley, PADEL captain. Nice to see you. Arbs, it's been a fantastic year of PADEL at BCC. From the time that we broke ground and built the courts here to now, it's just been an unbelievable growth that we've seen, and I'm just so proud of what we've achieved. Tell me from your side how it's been.
Hi Sue, thank you. This is such a great opportunity to talk about this because I think there's still a few people in the club that's wondering what's happening at the back end of our premises. So we were approached about 20 months ago by some of the members to say what will BCC do about the PADEL explosion that was currently at that point of time happening first in Cape Town and Johannesburg. And we applied our minds, we consulted, we had quite a few conversations with the main committee, and we took a few pointers as the club is privately owned. So we decided not to do a private investment and development. I had the right constructs and conversations, and we opened the doors on the 1st it's the end of February, 1st of March last year. We started to measure a bit of our stats, and we saw a huge uptake in the first few months. We had, I think, in the first 3 to 4 months, more than 1,000 of our members taking up the game, which very few of those guys have played. They either have played squash or tennis in the past. So yeah, we've seen a tremendous uptake. We now have got a full year of statistics, and we have approximately 3,000 rounds of PADEL being played on a monthly basis. That gives us almost 36,000 rounds for the year. We have got a very popular bar and a pavilion environment, and that was part of the dream, is to ensure that we have an inclusive environment. That's why we call it the racket section. We now have PADEL, pickle, squash. We just started with squash 57, and also then tennis. And we've just seen an amazing turnaround of the environment with new people coming, taking up the game, and it's very exciting.
I agree, Arbs. I feel that, personally, I hadn't played much PADEL before we built the courts. Yeah. I had played about 3 or 4 games, Camps Bay in Cape Town and 1 or 2 here. And as soon as I started playing PADEL, moving from a tennis background, the sport just bit me. And as you know, immediately sort of decided to do a PADEL coaching course, and it's just grown from there. I just can't get enough of the sport and the game, and I think I'm not alone. I think everybody's the same. I have to say that we've had some amazing energy from the PADEL side, with Martin Pindak, our
absolutely.
Vice captain, giving us such incredible energy in getting the Americana tournaments going, which are tournaments that we run once a month, and those are fun social events. But what they do, they have allowed us to actually form some sort of a basis on which we could get our seeds for the champs, and our goal and vision over this last year was to get a really proper inaugural PADEL championships up and running within a year. And I'm so proud and pleased to say that we, I think, knocked it out of the park over the weekend. It was an incredible event. We had over 70 players registered, and we actually had to cap it at 70 this year, which was quite incredible. So 35 teams. We decided to run it as an open tournament because PADEL is a game that doesn't require brute strength. So one can definitely pit ladies against men if they have the skills, which I think is quite amazing, because it turns out that our PADEL champions were a mixed team, Karen Hambridge and Brandon Weir-Smith. And we had only 8 ladies, unfortunately, into the champs this year, but in time we'd like to see that grow too. And part of my idea as coming into PADEL coaching at my stage in life was to encourage ladies as well as men to come back to the courts from perhaps a background of sport long ago, where they see PADEL and they find it looks interesting, it looks cool, but they lack a little bit of confidence. And that's my idea, is to bring them down here, let them have a go, let them get back into sport. But the PADEL champs itself was incredible, with the final having approximately 100 spectators. And we had a lot of sponsors here, and some of the sponsors said that the vibe here was in fact some of the coolest vibe they've seen at any sporting event at BCC. Yeah. So we're very, very happy that it worked that way, and we have to say thanks and a big shout out to all the sponsors and everybody that got involved, and the staff who got behind us all, and and worked with us to create this incredible event that we've just managed to
absolutely.
pull off.
No, and from our side, congratulations to you and your team. I mean, yourself, Martin, our own internal BCC staff have done a tremendous job in putting up this display. And it's also the encouragement, because we had a range of people participating. I think also part of our ethos is in the lifestyle at BCC. It's not about just club champions or competitions. As the numbers that I've mentioned, there's a lot of people that just play it for fun. If you come down here during the week, there's families, there's parents with youngsters, there's elderly people that have probably thought they will never pick up a racket in their life again. So we've seen multiple groups, you form new friendships. So it's an amazing social or a game that has got the social side to it, that we can chat over a beer before and after. And it's an amazing. But yeah, absolutely. And then it builds up to a club champs where you see the display of skill. And it's all an encouragement for all of us. I mean, I moved but I still play a lot of tennis. But from tennis to paddle, it's a bit of a different game. It's another skill set that you've got to master. And it brings about good challenge, and we've seen that. So for us, it was amazing to participate. And then be able to play against Corin and Brendan and just see the skill and the capabilities. So that will be an encouragement for all of us. But once again, from my side, thank you for all your energies. It's been a tremendous journey this year. We'll probably see much of this going forward. To yourself and Martin for all the time and efforts, and then also to the staff. It's been such a great journey. And thanks for entertaining and allowing us to do that.
It was such a pleasure. We really enjoyed managing to put it together. And as you've said too, just absolutely love the fact that paddle is so inclusive. It's a game that can be played by anybody, any shape, any size, any level, and you can have a game of a sort with most people. So it's an incredible facility we've built here. We can be incredibly proud. Our courts are always full, and I just think that I'd like to say to everybody out there at the club, come down, have a game, come and check it out, give me a shout, I'll come and help you out with your first game of paddle, but definitely come and give it a go.